accidentally set the last one to private. Good thing I figured it out pretty quick though, because I was getting chat pulled up on my phone and I couldn't find it. Anyways, having a fun day. I'm back now, so submissions are, I'm gonna say they're closed. They'll probably open eventually, but for right now they're closed. Hello, Pearl, Haley, Zetvi, Snowy, Snowstorm, and Boneface. I'm just getting shoes off because I forgot to before I started the stream, and then I'll begin. Hi, Fritzy. If anyone wants to ask questions right now. Fritzy, if you go to the last stream, the link is there. Hey, Minty. By the way, guys, if you did an entry for the DTA, go check right now the playlist. It'll be linked in that video. Please go check it. If you do not see your entry on that list, let me know right now, because I didn't see a notification for it, and when I searched it up on YouTube, that means I didn't see it there either under the search bar. So just, if you entered something and you don't see it there, then you need to let me know right now. There are some people I think I missed, but I'm not 100% sure. So just in case, I'm double checking this way. Going to go ahead and turn the screen capture on right now. Got it. Bam. Oh, is it already going? No. Hang on then. That's weird. That's a little odd. Anyways, you can see what it looks like on my side of things. If this would load, I don't know if it's just my phone being whack or what, but yeah, I don't think you can. Is this still going here? There's a fire near your school? Yeah, you can't. You 100% can't. Okay. Active event. Yeah, this is, well, what time? 6:58? Yeah, this is it. Weird. See, it says it's already going, but I can't see my screen on... It's already going, but I can't see my screen on my playback. That's so bizarre. Okay, well, I'm gonna move over to Procreate and we'll see if it fixes that. There we go. There it started going. That's what my screen looks like for anyone curious. And that's also what the delay is like. But that's my screen whenever I start these. I did see that, Snowy. It's in the playlist. If you guys don't want to go check the playlist, just let me know, and I can let you know whether or not it's in there, because I have been adding them all day. Let's see, looks like this character just has weird eyes. Am I taking submissions currently? Copper, I have the memory of a goldfish. I promise I will not remember it. Names aren't really super important to me. I remember you guys by your YouTube usernames. Huh. Okay, that's weird. Let me open up YouTube and find, I'm gonna have to refresh that. Here we are, and if I go here, oh boy, this is gonna be fun for a minute. Here we are, and if I go here, oh boy, this is gonna be fun for a minute. Yep, there it is. I can make this more chaotic. Oh boy, there we go. Yep, there it is. I can make this more chaotic. Oh my gosh, there we go. Yep, there it is. I can make this more chaotic. Oh my gosh, there we go. Yep, there it is. I can make this more chaotic. gosh. It won't let me paste. Alright, oh my gosh. It won't let me paste. Let me get out of that. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's what happens if I have YouTube open while I'm talking. Let me go copy and paste the link really quick. I'm gonna pause this real quick so I can do. Got that taken care of. Pearl asked, can you record my streams and post it on YouTube? Yeah, of course. Just maybe in the description, point people my way if they ever want to join in on the chaos. Is this going? It looks like it. Yeah, it is. Okay, we're good. Sorry, there's a huge delay, so I can never really tell whether or not it's going. Oof, just cracked my hand there. I don't know if you guys heard that. Let me just... No, my back's fine. There we go. I was gonna say, normally my back has a little more to say. Haley, you can speed run it. Speed run it. We've had, well, I've had quite a few people be like, oh, I don't have a ref. And I'll be like, well, speed run it. Get it in real quick. I don't think many people realize that it's just easier to work with actual refs than it is to work with in-game screenshots. So they don't plan ahead and make a ref just in case because they think they're going to be able to. Pearl, do you want to get a moment of, oh geez, what is it? Oh, Snowy, I see what you did there. Pearl, I lost my train of thought. Do you want me to go back to YouTube so you can get a clip of the chaos that is 3 different screens with my voice playing? Copper, I'm not gonna track down ref sheets of people because if I were to do that, everyone would want me to do that. And I don't want to. It's a lot of work. Come on down and try some corner. We'll sacrifice your newborn. Yeah, I think I've heard that one before. Do you want to go back to the YouTube screen real quick and hear that chaos? Because I absolutely can. But, you know, kind of gotta get confirmation from you guys. Yeah? Alright. Headphone users, beware. Right now, unplug your headphones, take them off, or mute the stream. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna unmute my phone. It's gonna capture my voice. It's gonna capture my iPad screen. And it's gonna capture the audio from my phone, which is right next to my iPad. So it's gonna be 3 of me talking at once. So if you're wearing headphones right now, take them off. All right, here we go. I'm gonna catch this up. Here it is. Yeah. All right, here we go.
All right, there we go.
There it is. Catch this up.
Here it is. Yeah. All right.
Here it is. Yeah. All right.
All of the voices, guys.
There it is. Catch this up. It's gonna be very chaotic for a minute.
All of the voices, guys.
Oh my gosh. It's gonna be very chaotic for a minute.
All of the voices, guys.
Oh my gosh. The audio can't keep up. It's gonna be very chaotic for a minute.
All of the voices, guys.
Oh my gosh. The audio can't keep up. It's gonna be very chaotic.
Oh, this is very shrill. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be like 4. Oh, this is very shrill.
Because my phone is replaying.
Oh, you know what? It's gonna be like 4.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, April, but you came in at a very bad time.
It's gonna be like Oh my gosh, this is chaos. It's a very bad time. Y'all, I warned you. I warned you. I let you know. I told you. Headphone users beware. Y'all, I warned you. I warned you. I let you know. I told you. Headphone users beware.
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this.
I let you know. I told you.
I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this. Let me go back to Procreate. Oh, it's still going. Let me go back to Procreate. I don't need you all to be to be deaf by the end of this. Pearl, was that enough chaos? Oh my gosh, Demon. That's alright, Fritzy. Have fun, though. This is fine. It's so fine, guys. It's so fine. It is so perfectly okay. By the way, if anyone sees Fidget, did you just say it's finally over? Is it? Is it? Warning right now, if you've got headphones, is it? We're going back. We're going back. Warning right now.
Right.
We're going back to the chaos. You're never safe. We're going back. Y'all shouldn't have said anything. Right now. We're going back to the chaos. You're never safe. Oh my gosh, I'm having too much fun with this. It's like sitting in the cafeteria at my school. It's great. Oh my gosh, I'm having too much fun. It's so fun. Are you guys having fun in chat? Because I am. I'm having the most fun. So fun. I'm having the most fun. Chat. I can turn that back on at any time, by the way. Anyways. What qualifies you to be a mod? Oh, good question. Let's see who asked that. Novel. Okay. Novel. Typically, I will just, I'll just mod friends who I feel like I can trust. And I feel like we'll be okay in just about any situation. Because, there are times in stream when someone's gonna be mean or rude, or they're gonna come in and be like, ew, I don't like what you're doing and your content and stuff. And it happens. And it sucks that it happens, but it happens. And I need you to be able to stay calm and just like chill out and be like, hey, dude, stop it. Go to a different stream if you have to, but just know all the rules. Be friends with me, essentially. So like April and Fritzy, yeah, they've been here a while. They're pretty good friends. I feel like I can trust them. So they're modded right now. That's essentially all it takes, though. I'm going to go ahead and close submissions real quick. So if I have that tab back open, I won't need to stop the recording. But if I don't... Oh, great, I do. Okay, I'm just going to go out of questions. Let's see. What is this? Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. Ah! I'm very chaotic. I responses. Where's the taking responses? I know it's on here somewhere because I've had to do this before. Huh. Oh, there we go. It was in the responses tab. Is April epic? Of course, April. You, Fritzy, Butter, all the mods, you guys are all the most epic. You're so epic that YouTube modded you guys for me. That's just how it went. No, but you guys are cool. Hey, Pumpkin, or I guess, I don't want to call you bad, though, because you're not. You're nice. So I'll probably just go with Pumpkin, but the OC submissions are free, yeah, but they're closed now. No, I don't want to call you bad, because you're not bad. You're nice. You're Toby. Toby, that was very forward. That was super forward. I was not expecting that, dude. You caught me off guard there. You caught me so off guard. I don't mind answering that one too much, actually. I am, yeah. The last time I had a crush was way back in 4th grade, though, so I wouldn't expect anything to happen. I will do more submissions next milestone. So I'll go with, on that one, yeah, 2.5. I am a Gemini. Yeah, that caught me off guard there, Toby. Yeah, 4th grade was the last time I had a crush. So it's been 5-ish years. So if you were asking because you're interested, I would chill out for a minute, dude. It's not happening. Minty, we might as well be the same people. Y'all have been in... Personally, I've never been in a relationship. Crispy, I did see your draw to adopt entries. They're both in... Finn, what character was yours? But they're both in the playlist. What's my least favorite smell? My least favorite smell. Let me think. Oh, hey, Butter. It's a black and white spotted cat with a skull. I don't think so then, because I didn't see one. Are there more eyes or legs in the world? So that's a good question, because insects, while they have 6 legs, and some have much more, they also have compound eyes. And even if you aren't to include that, fish technically don't have legs. So I would say that there are more eyes. How long have I been drawing to draw this well? I've been drawing my whole life. I didn't get a submission called Birch. OC submissions will open at 2.5K. I know all the millipedes, but they have compound eyes. So, because I would count every single eye that's being compounded into that bubble that is an eye. What was one thing I thought was cool when I was little? Getting peanut butter and jelly sandwiches made on white bread. Because I only ever got whole grain bread. Butter, I literally just closed it, but I tell you what, Butter, I will, how can I draw your OC? Butter, I'll get back to you on that because there's another question here. How can I draw your guys' characters? If you are, how to get my art style, just years of drawing and slowly evolving it, but furniture legs. Well, I wouldn't count furniture legs because they aren't. You know, maybe you're right. So sorry, I'm trying to catch up on chat. All right, someone asked how they can get me to draw their character. If you... Oh. Frosted, what? Oh, April has to go. Bye, April. But if you want to be drawn, if you are a minor, you can talk to your parents. If you want to commission me, you talk to your parents, guys. I worry that someone wouldn't, and then I would be in trouble for that. But guys, you gotta ask parents for that. My art trades are closed right now, but if you want to commission me, you can. I have commissions open. There's info in my community tab. Cookies, peppers, or cake? I don't like peppers. Cookies or cake? I would go with cookies. Cake isn't really good. Oh my god, that thing has to be there anyways. You can commission me if you want a character drawn, or you can wait until the next milestone and get a chance to be drawn. Is Butter still here? No. These do not cost money. This is celebration. But you can commission me if you don't make it into this. I am drawing all of these free. Freedsy, what channel was it? Okay, good. Butter is still here. Butter, I'm gonna do something real quick. And everyone, I'm sorry, but this is gonna be really, really loud for a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and first off, I'm gonna accept responses real quick. Butter, now's your time, all right? Now is your time. Gosh darn it, it unpasted. Gosh, I hate it when it does this. Copy, there we go. Butter, you've got like 5 minutes. Go, right now, go. You better get there quick. Don't worry guys, I have the video paused so you won't have to hear it. Butter, real fast, send an entry in. Cause I'm gonna close that in like 2 minutes. Run, Butter, run. Butter, you had to speed run making a ref sheet. You better speed run making an entry, like sending it in. Go real quick. Go real quick. Butter, you don't even have to respond to any of the things except for the file upload. Just upload the file and send it in. Butter, just send in the file. Just send in the file, dude. Speed run it. And I'm gonna close this because I'm now at 12 responses. Really, guys? Alright, Butter's the only one I'm making an exception for on this. And the previous 5, and I have all of their refs saved, so everyone else probably won't be included. Anyways, back to commissions. You can absolutely commission me. I have like every kind of slot free right now. Sweet or sour? I don't know. Am I using my finger to draw? No, I have an Apple Pencil. Crispy! Yeah, if you guys are minors, you have to ask your parents anyways to commission me, because I use PayPal and Venmo. So you would need a parent's permission to use those. But like if you want art and you have the money and you think it's worth it and you've talked to your parents and they're cool with it, then, you know, we're all good.
Crispy? Crispy, why'd you say? I didn't mean to swear. If you're 19 and you... Snowy, if you're 19 and you live with your parents, you are old enough to use both PayPal and Venmo, so you're fine to not ask. But if you're a minor, then definitely ask. Doggo-sees or cat-o-sees on Warrior Cats Oldham Edition? Oh... I don't know. Like, they're both really fun. Toby's asking a lot of questions today. That first one caught me off guard. Toby, I need to know now. What was going through your head when you asked that? Do I read Wings of Fire? I do not. I do not. I've heard of it, but... I've heard that the devs are toxic. But I figured, Snowy. Sunlight, did you already leave a comment? Because I thought I saw your comment. First off, I don't do free art. I'm sorry, and I get that it sucks. But it takes a ton of time to do art, and I value my time. So I don't do free art unless you're a friend, in which case I could do gift art. But because I don't consider you one, I wouldn't accept that. But if you want, you could ask your parents about it, and you could commission me, and I will absolutely draw your character. If you want, like, I can take, like, I can reduce the price by a bit, because it's for your birthday. Thank you, Honeycomb. Alright, let's see what's going on. What fandoms am I in? Good question. I don't know. Is the screen zoomed in on one eye? No, it's on the forehead. Right between the eyes. Yeah, Noelle. Let me just, guys, please don't do this. I've pinned that message, but please don't do that. Don't do it. Like, I love being able to draw, but not when a ton of little 7-year-olds are being like, can you draw my character? This is what they look like. This is what they act like. Here are some things about them. I'm going to pester you for months. And that's it. No, you want a ref sheet? Okay, how about I explain it? Yeah, it's fun. Imagine spending your whole life learning how to draw just to be told you have talent on the internet by little 5-year-olds who then proceed to ask for free art. Yeah, it's so fun. Thank you for that glorious message, Butter. Right, did I not see anything on chat? Do I want to know a fact about California? Sure. Oh, Noelle, no, I know it's a joke. You had the tone indicator on there. I was pinning it because I thought it was funny, but also it was a good example of what not to do. I fully understood that it was a joke.
It was funny because it's relatable. You're completely fine, dude. Sorry, I should have explained that. How did I come up with my name? Ooh. Well, let's see. Can I draw a horse OC though? Natalie, did you mean can I draw it or can you? Because if it means, if you're asking if I can, then yes, I can draw horses. Not very well, but yeah, Snowy, that happens too often. Thank you for that, Fritzy. Give me a pose for a snake. Oh, I don't know. Can you send a submission? Submissions are closed right now. All right, so somebody asked how I got my name, and that's a good question. Yeah, it's a good question. I've been asked a few times. Originally, I had a friend who I haven't talked to in a while, actually. I need to talk to him again because they were really sweet. But he was like, hey, dude, you should post your art to DeviantArt. And I was like, oh, I guess I could. And it took me forever, but I finally decided to listen to their advice, and I started posting on DeviantArt. But I was in a huge puffin phase at the time. So, of course, do I do art trades? No, they're closed right now. I actually have that in my About section. I do play AJ Play Wild, yeah. Someone once tried to scam me out of a pet, which was interesting. They tried to trade for it, and I was like, oh, it's not for trade. It's not for trade. I like her too much. And they were like, okay. And then proceeded to friend me. And because I did art commissions on Animal Jam at the time, I was like, oh, they probably are just interested in my art commissions and wanted to jamagram me. So I accepted. And then they were like, hey, they jamagrammed. And they were like, hey, this character, or not this character, sorry, I've been off of AJ Play Wild for a while. This pet is mine. I am the seller you bought it from. And because I bought it from a seller, I was like, oh, well, gee, if it's there, like, I really love this pet, but I don't, if it's theirs and they're really regretting the choice, then I should do the right thing and give it back. So what I was doing, I will get back to the story behind my name in a bit, but I was like, all right, so I get that you're the seller, but just in case, can I ask a few questions? And they were like, yeah. And I asked that because I looked at their profile after they jamagrammed me, and I was like, oh God, it's this person again. And I was like, well, maybe, oh shoot, Hannah, you did one? Did you tag me in it? Okay, you didn't. Let me go ahead and save this to the playlist real quick, and I will go check that out later. Anyways, so what ended up happening is what I do? What happened? Someone said, why bamboo? Minty, was that a joke with the as long as there's no gore or LGBTQ? Because if it was not and you're genuinely homophobic, I'm gonna need you to leave right now. I don't want homophobic people on my channel because I support the LGBTQIA plus community. Like, I get not wanting to do ship art, but specifically... Okay. but specifically being like, oh, well, like, specifically LGBTQ, like, please, if that was genuinely, like it was genuine and not a joke, please leave. I am supportive, and I don't want to see people who are going to do that sort of thing in my streams or on my channel. Getting back to fun stories, because I don't want to have to go that route with my streams. So what ended up happening with that scammer is I noticed that they were the person who was trying to trade for the pet. And I was like, okay, well, I will ask a few questions to make sure this is the seller, because I was able to remember some details on the seller. I think they left. Which, honestly good. If they're gonna be here and homophobic, I need them gone. I don't want homophobic people being here. We're supportive here. And if there's gonna be someone that's gonna be like, oh, you like who you like? Oof, I don't really like that you're living your life that way. I'm gonna need them gone. 'Cause I'm not chill with that. If you're gonna hate on someone just for liking someone else who happens to be of the same gender, I don't want you here. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have someone be outwardly homophobic so I know to, like, get them off of my channel, than to have someone hide it and secretly be homophobic, because then I can't catch that. Anyways, back to the fun story, because I don't want to talk about all of this stuff too much anymore, because it really kills the mood of the stream. Back to the Animal Jam scammer story. What ended up happening... Oh, she's got like a fluffy little mane. Jeez, I was doing the entirely wrong kind of fluff. What ended up happening was I was like, okay, well, how much did you sell it for? And they're like, oh, it was like 45 or 50. It was 63. If I remember correctly, it was 63. So I knew they were wrong. So what ended up happening is I was like, okay, so that's wrong. And they were like, oh, no, then it was probably this. And they were still off. They were still very wrong. I can't remember what that amount was. I just know that it was wrong. And I was like, nope, that's still not it. So I will not be selling this pet to you because you clearly didn't sell it to me. You are not the seller and you're just trying to scam it from me. And they doubled down and were like, no, come here, come to my den. I will show you the exact den that I sold it in, and I will show you the exact animal that sold it to you. And they had on, I believe the original seller was a deer. And they had the Christmas den. So I was like, okay, well, I remember it. Do you have permission to hide someone from the channel if they're homophobic or transphobic? I would say, let me tell them first. And once I'm done telling them, hey, you can't be here if you're homophobic or transphobic. Once I've said that, give them a chance to talk. If they're going to say, sorry, I'll look into it more. I didn't realize this was so hurtful. If they're going to, like, apologize and actually try to better themselves, don't hide them. But if they're just going to go silent, then you can hide them. Yeah, I don't get why people try to scam. So anyways, this person they were like, no, this is exactly what tried to sell it to you. And they were oh my gosh, it was literally a default fox, but it was like a yellowish color. It was like a yellowy gray. Hey, Fidget. Why try that hard? Because the pet I happen to have, we had very similar characters. So it was my little matching buddy, because I have a zebra, and that character was the same colors. Or the pet was the same colors. And the scammer happened to have the same colors as me. So they clearly wanted to also have a little buddy. I'm assuming that's what the thing was, but like why they did it. Anyways, what ended up happening yeah, it sucks that there are so many people who are just really homophobic and transphobic. Like, guys, really? Anyways, so I think they just wanted a little look-alike pet, which I get. That's normally I wouldn't have bought the pet for as much as I did, but I bought it for more because it matched. You can't change a pet's colors, actually. What you can, well, yeah, if they're in the store, you can yeah, you can't change pet colors. So they were trying to get the same colors, which I get, but trying to scam me was not it. So what ended up happening is they're like, no, I'm the one who did it. So then they brought me in, and they had the default den and the fox that you can get when you first join, and it was like a yellow color, and their username was nowhere close, because I have usernames instead of the character names. Yeah, exactly, Dear Paw. But it was a zebra. Oof. Yeah, no, the fox, they pulled out the fox and the default den, and we're like, here's the animal that sold this to you, and here's the den that I sold it in. And I got it from a seller who was a deer that had a Christmas den with, I think it was a Christmas my shop, and it was on the opposite side of the den, as this person was pointing out, so that was even wrong. And then the level they were at was completely off. So I was like, okay, you are very clearly not the seller, and you are just trying to scam me, which I don't appreciate. So what's going to happen is I'm going to unbuddy you, and I'm going to block you now. And they're like, no, wait. And I was like, nope, you lost any chance you had. What type of animal is Lotus? Lotus is some sort of a wolf. Don't. I may or may not, Pearl. No, honey, there is a fox on Warrior Cats, not Warrior Cats, black, on Animal Jam. I have actually a few entries for Lotus, and honestly, Fritzy, the shading on yours was really cool, but I don't know, some of the entries are super good. Like, all of you guys are doing amazing so far. It's gonna be really tricky to figure out who's gonna win. It's gonna be so tricky. Oh, shoot. Luna, you're doing a whole animation? Ooh. Which character? Oh, yeah, full lotus. Okay, I see. There's no space there, so it mixed me up. Okay. I'm almost done with the lining on this character. Oh, shoot. Does she has... Yeah, she has little head puffs. Let me get that. Can't believe someone was in here and was like, I'm fine with drawing as long... Like, drawing characters for free as long as there's no gore or LGBTQ. Like, dude. Some people... I will never understand them. We are supportive in this household, so, like, y'all, this is a safe space for everyone, and I don't want someone to come in here and be like, ugh, LGBT, gross. Because it's not. It's normal. Like, frogs, birds, it's super common in them, too. I will never get the thinking behind people who are homophobic. Fritzy, I had that rule, I believe, in the description of the streams. I'm gonna color fill this way because I'm feeling extra lazy today. Oh shoot, well, better grab this shade then. No, it's too late. Ah. It's too late now. Okay. Yeah, I had it in the description of the streams, and I think maybe I don't really know if I put it in the video, but it's definitely in the streams descriptions that you could. Dude, I'm always worried about changing my art style up because I'm scared that people are gonna be like, oh, you changed your style. I suddenly hate everything you make. Why do I always do a watermark on your work? I've had people take my artwork before. I've had a ton of people, really, honey? Because I've seen people who have way higher commissions. That's what I was worried about, was overpricing, which is why I had so many community posts asking about it. But like, because hang on. Let's think about this a little bit differently. Let's see, okay, this character is Smudges. This took me 2 hours and 56 minutes. So almost 3 hours, and I charged $18 on this, so that's $6 an hour. That is less than minimum wage. So when you take that into account, I'd say my prices are relatively low, but I understand when you don't have a ton of money, it can seem like it's a lot. Hey, Demon. But yeah, I've never had anyone just straight up grab my artwork and take it, but just in case, I watermark it, especially since people don't always realize that they need to leave credits. So just in case, it's like a little plan B for taking into account that people aren't always going to remember to credit you. But also in case someone's going to try to like straight up take my artwork, it's there for that too. A full background and shaded thingy? me see. You guys are gonna get to see everything I have. Ignore my email. That's the wrong thing. I'm so smart. Here. Okay. You said, hang on. Full background. What do you mean by full background? Do you mean like a full body? Animation meme compilations? I think okay, as long as you're crediting the artist and you have talked to the artist and gotten permission specifically from the artist to put their work in a compilation, it's okay. You can do all of the draw to adopts in one piece. So, let's see. Luna, you wanted... I'm gonna scroll through this, Luna. If you just wanna, like, give me the item on each of these, I will calculate it out for you. Full background. Hey, Starlet. It's not safe for work, so NSFW. Okay, so Luna, would you want like a full, because it sounds like you don't want a custom OC or any sorts of rough sheets, so would you want a full, a half, or a bust, a headshot, or like something experimental, maybe a surprise me or grab bag? Like, what would you want? Do you know how to do the gray lines and a sketch over? How do you pay for this? So if you guys if you wanna check this out, I actually have information on my commissions in my community tab. So I believe, yes, YouTube's open. Don't worry, it's not gonna freak you out. You know what? I am on iPad, so it won't work. But information is on my community tab. I have PayPal and Venmo. So if you guys want to commission me, you absolutely can. Oh, I just heard a door shut. That's not scary at all, considering I'm the only person in the household. How much more money it would be for... Well, I figured you didn't want a commission. I'm just calculating out the price for you right now in case you were curious on it. So if you wanted a full body, that would be $15. I'm assuming you want clean lines. I'm not going to calculate out shading because I don't know what you want on that. Lines, I'm not going to calculate it either. Backgrounds would be a complex. You want a forest, depending on what you want done. I would say on that one, it's $6 or $7 added. Oh my gosh, I hate animator tributes because nobody ever asks about it. But I would say if you wanted a full without add-ons, but you want a complex background, at most, that would be $22. Yeah, animator tributes aren't it, in my opinion. Someone wanted to know about my name earlier. My YouTube name, not my actual name. That will never be shared. Sorry for all of you guys who wanted to know all of my personal information. Toby, I'm looking at you. But I'm not going to share that. It's a little more personal to me. It's just not something I find to be important, and I have a really uncommon name, so it's easy for you guys to track me down that way, and I don't want that happening. But... Oh, okay, bye, Boneface. Toby did ask some really weird questions earlier. That caught me off guard. But, so for my name, my YouTube name, originally I started off on DeviantArt because a friend recommended it. So I started off there, and I was in a huge puffin phase. But I also, before that, I had done Salty Burb for anything online because I had, so it goes far back. So I have a bird, and he's really like salty all the time. Like he can be mean. He has his moments. So I was like, you know what? That's great. I can use that for a name. That's awesome. So that's what I did before them. Yeah, Toby did ask that earlier. But that's what I went with originally. And then I ended up changing it when I moved over to DeviantArt. I was like, you know what? I think I should change this. I think it actually, okay. So then I moved over to YouTube. No, okay, so it did start off on Salty Burp. And then I moved over to YouTube. And I was like, okay, well, I want to do this based on, it was actually a Dragon's Life on Roblox. It was based on a character I made in that named Finch. So I started off with my YouTube channel being Finch the Dragon. And I don't think I touched my DeviantArt name at the time. So DeviantArt was still the same. And I went from Finch the Dragon, and I was like, you know what? Finch is cool and all, but I want to be, you know, separate from her. I don't want that to be how I'm remembered. Because at the time, I had done an art project where we had to make a character that represented ourselves in a way. And I made a little yellow raccoon who I named Scout. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to change it to this because this represents me better. So I changed it over to Scout. And no, Scout wasn't a Sona. Technically speaking, she was not a Sona. But, well, she wasn't an actual Sona. So I changed it to Scout Draws. Some of you guys might have seen that. Yeah, some of my older videos are under Scout Draws. So I was at Scout Draws after a while. And then after Scout, geez, what did I change it to? After Scout, I went to Puzzled Puffin, because that's when I hit, well, I'd had the Puffin phase sooner than that. Oof, that was a crack. That was one of my bones. It's fine, it's just one of the joints. But I was in a Puffin phase a while before that, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember my Puffin phase, and I just made this Manticore Sona, and I don't have a name for her. And I don't like coffee, because then that was like the thing I was going to go with, but I don't like coffee. So I was like, well, let's go with Puffin. Puffin works. So I changed it to Puffin, and she became my channel mascot for a while, and a Sona. And what ended up happening with Puffin is I had her for a while, and after a while, I was like, you know what? I don't really feel super connected to this character, and I want to make a different Sona. So I did. And I experimented for a while, went through a ton of stuff. Most of it you guys didn't actually see. But, you know, it happens. You didn't get to see it, that's all. So I ended up changing it quite a bit. Eventually, I was like, alright, I'm done. I'm entirely done with Puffin. I need to rebrand again. So then I rebranded from Puzzled Puffin, which I did because I had liked the, what's the word for it? I think it's adjective. The describing word before a noun. I liked what I did there on Salty Burp. So I did that with Puzzled Puffin. And I used puzzled because I liked the alliteration. And I am normally confused. I have a lot of soupy brain days, as I like to call them. So I decided, you know what, let's just make that my name. And I did. By the way, I'm not looking at chat, so if you guys are not, like if you're trying to talk to me right now, give me a minute. How did I get so good at art? Drawing very frequently for years. I've drawn almost daily for at least a year now. Like multiple years. Will I ever do a how to draw? Probably not. Probably not. because different things work for different people. So I can't just slap a, this is how I do it, so it's how you should do it, label on everything. So I'm not gonna do that. All right, there's the first character. So I was puzzled puffin for a while, and after that, after puzzled puffin, I made Firefly, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great, this is perfect, this is, yes. So, hang on, I'm gonna have to just, let's see, Willow's next up in line. So, I'm trying to remember what happened, and I have the memory of a goldfish, so it's very tricky. How did I find my art style? Just years of drawing, because it takes time to figure everything out. So just years of drawing and just figuring things out, really. Because once you figure stuff out, you can start experimenting, and after you've experimented, that really helps with finding style. Like on more experimental pieces, like, oh yeah, Sharky, I'll go check it. Okay, you need to use an @ symbol, but I totally understand you didn't know how to do it, which is completely fine. I got it, though. Would I be mad if you tried my art style? No, obviously not. And eventually, I mean, your style's probably going to change quite a bit from that if you do keep using it. I mean, you'll branch out eventually. Like, I do not care. If y'all want to try to mimic my style, go for it. Just don't trace, and we're good. Yeah, everyone starts somewhere, dude. You can't be too harsh on yourself at first, because you're still figuring it out. And it's gonna look sucky for a while. All of my old art did. If you've seen my art improvement video and you've seen the fish, if you've seen the fish, you know. Jeez, what was I talking about? Right, my name. I am going to get some water real quick, and then I will get back to my name. So for now, what song do you guys want to listen to? If you guys don't give me one, I'll put my playlist on real quick. Poor George. All right, we're gonna do Poor George, because I love Poor George.
George, can't help you, was born a king. Poor George, she said she wanted everything. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Look what she made me do. Poor George is going blind to what you lose. Takes a drag through the hole in his neck. He's a Marlboro man.
fun. Streamlabs, you better be working, dude. I'm not getting it on my replay. But, oh, there we go. There we're good. Streamlabs decided to stop randomly, so, the song's just over, I guess. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I'm gonna got to do something real quick. I think I was talking about my YouTube name earlier. We got to Puzzled Puffin, right? Anyways. I think someone said, I think it was Finn. Yeah, birds are hard. I tend to draw them more often anthro than feral, just because it's easier for me. But, jeez, what's that? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So, I was Puzzled Puffin, and I made Firefly, who is no longer a Sona, but at the time she was a Sona. And I was like, wow, this is great. I love this. I am going to immediately change my channel name to this. So I did. But I wanted to keep the theme I had going, where there was a descriptive word and then a noun. And I was like, well, I like the confusion because it works for me. So let me try to find a similar word. Maybe I'll try to find some alliteration, which I couldn't find for F for some reason. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I like the word bamboozled. It means about the same thing. I'll do bamboozled. So I did bamboozled, and that's how we got here. But I think... I'm sorry, what, Luna? Oh, I see. Anyways, I think someone, Finn, if Finn's still here, hi, but they were saying something about how for some reason they drew Archie really well, and because Archie is an anthro character, as I did say in the video, maybe, yes, yeah, so anthro is when they walk on two legs. So anthro just means anthropomorphic, and it means there's a human trait to an animal character. That's all it is. Have to get some water. My throat's getting dry. Hi, Finn. But when it comes to drawing art, anthro typically does mean that they walk on two legs as an animal. That's all it means. But a lot of people associate it with furries, which I get, but it's... The issue is when people start associating it for every single animal ever. So, Finn, you said you were really good at drawing Archie for some reason, and I just want to say, with Archie being an anthro character, there's a good chance you'd be good at furry art. Obviously jokingly, but like, you know. We had fun here. I don't know where I was going with that. I had a plan and I lost it, so I'm winging it. Oh, let me redo it. I thought that was 2 strokes. See, because there's a second bit there. Every now and then it'll do that, though. I'm drawing someone else. You can just, yeah, you can draw anthro characters and not be a furry. You don't have to be a furry to draw anthro characters. You can do anthro characters and not identify yourself as a furry. I genuinely don't care. So if people want to call me a furry, they can. I do not care. I mean, let me just, like, hang on. Call me a furry if you want. This is probably your best proof, but like yeah, absolutely. You can be a furry artist and not be a furry. Yeah, this is probably going to be your strongest proof if anyone wants to be like, "Oh, ew, that's a furry." Like, there's your case. Like, my bad, dude. I drew anthro character, and then here's Archie too. Archie's anthro. So if you wanted to, like, this is this is the most you're getting on me. What, Landon? Sorry, did you say hi and I missed it, or I don't think anyone was being mean to you. I didn't see that. If someone was, let me know and I'll go tell them not to do that. 'Cause that's not okay. You can't, like, if someone's being mean to you, I'm gonna be honest, I'm really hoping Orange ends up drawing Archie, because Archie's in an anthro style, and Orange is surprisingly good at it, so I really want to see them try it. Ah, yes, he can be big and important. I feel like he'd be like a giant owl, but he'd be this big old soft teddy bear who's scared of everything. Yeah, Landon, who was being mean to you, dude? Why do you think no one likes you? Yeah, at this point, I've just stopped caring. People are gonna call you one either way. If you draw an animal, immediately someone's gonna misinterpret it. Yeah, if you start questioning someone on a dumb question and pointing out why it's dumb, they're gonna stop, because they're gonna realize how dumb their question was, and they're gonna be frustrated that you called them out on it, and they're just not gonna reply to you because they have to be right in that situation. Right, Landon, why were you saying no one likes you, though? You said, I'm just gonna leave because no one likes me. Because if someone's being mean to you, let me know. We don't, like, it's in the rules not to bully or be mean in chat. Just gonna move a bit. You guys are gonna hear me moving around for a moment. Had to get some water. If I don't, my throat dries out and then I foam at the mouth, which is really weird, but yeah, exactly. Say no to bullying, boys. Oh man, I already regret that sentence. Don't bully. It's mean. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Something just happened. This looks like word vomit. I had a family member just message me and it's like multiple paragraphs, but it's all word vomit. Alright, sorry about that. Can you guys hear the crickets? Someone pointed them out. I think I'm probably gonna end it after I finish this one, and April, I will absolutely get to December Star in the next one. I just, these are tiring. They're really tiring. And I had a long day. Oh, I had to do CPR training this morning. First thing in the morning, I had to get to school to do CPR training. I had to do a full minute of chest compressions, which doesn't sound awful, but it takes a lot out of you. The sophomores and the juniors at my school were doing a pre-SAT. So, like, all of the freshmen had to go do other things. So that was so fun. So fun. I think you did, but I have the memory of a goldfish, Luna. So I have no idea. Oh, that's a family member. Let me just